Ja. Oh, da ist er. Hat er sich schon Kopf rasiert. Aber so weit sind wir storymäßig noch nicht.
Get down behind the desk now, both of you.
Ja. Okay.
Max? Max!
Yeah, it's safe. Come on. We need to get you to the server room. Let's go.
Por que não posso ficar aqui com você debaixo da mesa?
Auf den Typen aufpassen.
Okay, I'm coming. Come on.
Oh.
The real security guards had been run off, paid off, or bumped off. That left us. It wasn't a fantastically comforting thought. That was the office Victor used at Fabricas Bronco.
Come on, through here.
Ja.
This code should get us into the boardroom. Okay. Glad to see the security system is keeping the right people out. Ah! Oh shit! What the heck?
Are we dead?
No such luck. We gotta go. It's through here.
It was a lot shinier than a favela, and rent would be easier to collect. Maybe Bronco would take pity on all the poor bastards who got evicted. I just had to keep him alive to find out.
This way. Stick by me.
Ja, ich will nur rumgucken. Kollege.
They could replace these on Monday morning.
Yeah.
The server room is just past those cubicles. Fica calado.
These clowns were the same guns for hire who jumped our exchange at the stadium. Crotcha Prado, the Black Badge. Right-wing paramilitary chumps protecting whoever paid the most. I guess that made them more like me than I cared to admit. Were they just looking for another payday, or did their business with the Broncos run deeper?
Let's get that server back online.
Can we just spend a few more minutes? Make sure they're all gone?
Come on, don't worry. I got your back.
Poor kid was scared shitless, but I thought we'd seen the worst of it.
Okay. The server room is just down here.
You're doing good. Come on.
Hey?
100% stirbt der jetzt gleich.
I didn't think I'd have a day like this when I wake up in the mornings.
Wish I could say the same thing.
Fact was, I'd gotten used to protecting Bronco in the big bad world. We hadn't anticipated a siege situation here, hadn't prepared for it. I couldn't tell the kid that.
Da versteckt sich einer. Oder auch nicht. Okay.
Something told me these guys didn't have security.
Okay, der versteckt sich. Oh shit.
Hey, Max, come to me!
Eh.
Come on, move. You gonna be able to fix this or what?
Give me a few minutes, eh? I should be able to reboot the system, get all the components back online.
Siehst du?
What about Bronco's office? That's all I care about.
You should be able to lock us down, eh? If this works.
Whatever you're doing, do it quick. I'm gonna make a sweep of the building and then get back to Rodrigo's.
The security system was back online. Things might be a little tougher for our fan club from here on in. Seemed like breaching the perimeter had been no more difficult than strolling through the front gates. But hey, who needs a Trojan horse when the alarm is down and your standing army is a dame, a dork, and a drunk?
Bronco's office overlooked the atrium. I could check in and make sure he hadn't checked out.
Max!
Hey.
Your guys working on the security system now, sir.
It just came on!
Okay, good. Then lock yourself down. Stay put. Let us take care of these guys down here. Once they realize they can't get to you, they should back off.
Max, try not to completely destroy the place.
Let's just concentrate on staying alive. Sir!
There it went. He was tucked up safe. Now I needed to make it to the lobby to complete my sweep of the building, for what that was worth. They could invoice me. Graduation shots of Rodrigo, Victor, and Marcelo, educated at rich kid finishing schools all over Europe. No wonder they had the common touch.
Ooh.
Poor girl was dead. Shot through the head by some hero fighting the rich one lonely secretary at a time.
So. The fuck? Okay. Sag mal.
It looked like we'd seen the worst of it. The elevator would take me back up to Rodrigo's office where we could wait the rest of it out. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna find up there, but I sensed it wasn't gonna be a stripper bursting out of a cake.
Oh.
Senor Branco! Senor Branco! I can't get through to him. Ever since the security door is triggered, he hasn't made a sound.
Rodrigo, it's Max. Open up. Can you hear me?
Eu já tentei.
Senor Branco, open up.
Fuck.
I'm gonna try to get in there from the roof. You find the security guard and get the hell out of here.
Yes.
I knew there was another way in upstairs for the helipad, the little luxury runaround that kept the rich looking down on the poor literally as well as metaphorically.
Hallo Brocken. Hallo Mika. Wie war Wochenende so bisher? Ganz gut. Bisher nicht viel passiert. Aber ja. What the fuck? Ja. Heute ein bisschen was gekocht. Bisschen gechillt. Hauptsächlich.
Of course he was dead. Clean, one shot, a professional job. I began to look for clues.
Ja. Und selbst so.
I couldn't get playback on one of the cameras and it looked like the disc was missing. Someone in this building was trying to keep things low key. But then why had everyone else come driving through the goddamn wall? Fabiana. Even if the man who employed me was dead, his
Natürlich.
wife was still out there.
Gut
Maybe she
Alkohol
would be
da.
saved. Maybe some good would... Picking the photo from the broken fragments, something caught my eye. Figures. Only blind luck it meant the blast wasn't fatal. If I'd been out for any longer, the smoke would have gotten me. Perfect. If I wasn't immolated, I was gonna get crushed to death. Look at me. I've been contracted to protect two people. One was being held in some hole. The other was sitting at his desk with a bullet in his head. And the company that had its logo on my paycheck was melting on top of my head. Shit. If I survived this, it'd be a victory for gross incompetence. The kid hadn't made it. Fuck. I had to make this corpse-looting coward pay. Getting his gun was more than just expediency.
Okay.
I was in no state to save his body from the flames. I hadn't saved him from the gunman either. I'm sorry, kid.
Animal Crossing gespielt. Viel rumliegen. Oh yes. Auch ganz nice. Okay.
Rodrigo or not, Fabricas Bronco is falling apart quite literally. He had bullets in his gun. He should have shot himself and ended the pain.
Aber wenigstens ein bisschen angetrunken. Ah ja.
The only way out was to use that filing cabinet.
Kann ich dann doch einfach aus dem Fenster. Ah, ne. Okay.
So much for a lazy Sunday afternoon. My next trick would be a high wire act with a fiery pit for a safety net. It was nice that no one was shooting at me for a change, but I'd take shot in the head over a slow roast on a spit any day of the goddamn week. Someone up ahead was hurt pretty bad. If he didn't die before I got to him, I might get some answers.
Hey! Why? Why Rodrigo Bronco?
Why? What?
Why did you come to kill Rodrigo Bronco?
Came to kill you. Because what you did to us. You killed so many of us.
What reason did this poor bastard have to lie? He would be dead from shock or loss of blood in half an hour, even if I didn't leave him there to burn.
Where's Fabiana?
What?
Fabiana Bronco, where is she?
Commander Sombra got her. Up the hill.
Then it was up the hill for me, I guess, where the gang held sway. I had to try to figure out who was using these angry paramilitary clowns as some kind of front to kill Rodrigo. I was a mess. Rodrigo Bronco was dead. Fabiana was held hostage. I had no idea who was behind any of this. I felt like a fool. I was a sweaty, gray-haired mess. This place,
So grau ist er aber nicht.
this place was gonna kill me, too. I could see that now. I decided that I was gonna die sober, not drunk.
Da-
At least then I would see who shot me. It was time to take back control from whoever was out to get me. And if I didn't flush them out, at least my midlife crisis would confuse them enough so they did something stupid. It was the only hope I had. I knew I wasn't thinking straight. I'd been drinking and popping painkillers for
Oh,
years.
rasiert er sich jetzt.
I had a liver like a French goose and skin like red leather.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't perfect. In fact, it wasn't much good at all, but it was gonna have to do.
Jetzt braucht er nur noch eine Brille und ein Stirnband.
At least I was facing in the right direction.
Und ein schwarzes T-Shirt. Und dann ist perfekt.
Tá ligando, hein?
Alô?
Hello, Victor.
Max? Max, you're alive?
Of course I'm alive.
We did not know this. We are lost, Max. Our brother was everything to us.
I understand. Listen, I'm sorry about your loss. Both of you. Rodrigo was a good man. I failed him. But I was tricked.
What happened, Max?
I don't know.
Some guys from the Crush of Prado came into the building downstairs, so while me and the security guard were dealing with them, an assassin must have come in and executed your brother. At least that's how I think it happened.
No, you killed him, Poha. You killed my brother.
What are you talking about?
Man.
I understand you're upset, but please, why the hell would I do that?
To get his money, to take his money.
How am I
Yes.
getting his money, Marcelo? Please, think. I worked my ass off for your family. I saved your life twice, or more. And right now I'm going to get Fabiana.
Where is she? Where is Fabiana, eh?
She's in a place called Nova Esperanza.
How do you know this, Max?
One of the Crotcher Prado told me just before he died.
Please, bring our sister-in-law back to us, Max. Our family is being torn apart.
Ich trau den beiden nicht.
So I guess I was finally about to go and experience the other side of Sao Paulo firsthand. The bit people try to ignore. The unpleasant memory they try to obliterate with cocktails and helicopters and parties and lines of blow, like rich fools the world over. I was a day off the sauce for the first time in years and knew I was due a hangover sent direct from Mother Nature.
Parece crack, mas é só insegurança. Fui nessa capete, os bico cansa. Estressa, é claro, cansa. Whisky neon, pouca luz, ela dança. Tô eu e meus demônios como sempre. Os de sempre. Cigarro, uma da frente, sem fé. Tudo que fala mente. Fundo do poço, osso, dono da docente. Amor, busquei tipo samba.
I had no idea where the hell I was gonna go, so I decided to head straight for the street party that seemed to be raging. Either that or some other fool had gotten there before me and now was being ritually sacrificed. I've had better ideas, but then I've also had worse ones, like accepting this job in the first place.
E aí, gringo?
Get lost, kid.
Eu me amarro nos States. Você precisa de ajuda, senhor?
Speak English?
Aham, falo sim, sem problema.
Need to know if you've ever seen this girl, Fabiana. Come here for a second. Look at her.
I know lots of girls. Sexy. Come on, come on. This way.
Where you going? Wait a minute. Down there?
Isso.
Jesus.
This way, come on.
Ist eine Falle.
At least I had found myself a tour guide. The way I see it, there's two types of people. Those who spend their lives trying to build a future, and those who spend their lives trying to rebuild the past. For too long, I've been stuck in between, hidden in the dark. What was I really doing, walking in there with my bad haircut and ridiculous shirt? Was I there to make something right? Or was I just using a messed up situation to indulge myself,
Party.
grasping at some desperate delusion of control? Maybe the two went hand in hand more than I cared to admit.
Ô papai, eu vim devolver o seu sorriso favela, hein? Leve e solta pra cantar. Nunca esquecer como sua paz é bela. Dá força pra
I had stumbled into some kind of street party. This was the kind of reality Americans paid top dollar to see. Slums had become tourist attractions, places where yuppies could gawk at the endless spirit of the poor from the inside of their bulletproof buses. I felt dumb and exposed. I missed the booze. Not that it mattered, sober or drunk, I was hardly undercover. I stood out in this place like a streetwalker in a monastery.
Continua andando, caralho! Que porra é essa que você tá fazendo aqui? Como que você sai entrando aqui assim? Anda, anda, vai pra lá!
What do you need, guys? What do
O
you
que
need?
você tá fazendo aqui? Eu tô te perguntando! Eu te chamei aqui, porra!
Easy, pal, easy.
Ah, então, você é americano de merda!
Look, I didn't mean any offense.
Me dá só uma razão pra eu não te matar, seu americano burro! Hã?
Desculpa, amigo, por favor.
Passa tudo que você tem, viado! Pega o dinheiro dele, pega o dinheiro dele! Ah, relojão, hein? Passa aqui. Anda logo. Tá logo! Filho da puta! Valeu, mano. Bem-vindo à favela Nova Esperança. Agora não, fora daqui!
All things considered, I was gonna have to look on this as a good outcome. I was deep in gang territory. These kids were raised hating clowns like me. Middle-income ass-kickers who protected the rich by shooting kids like them. First day off the sauce, and somehow I'd still ended up in the gutter. If there was one thing I'd learned since I've been here, it was that Brazilians came out of the womb kicking a ball. And for kids like these, was their one legal chance at a ticket out of here.
Mostra.
Pô, que isso, a coisa mais simples. Vai lá, mostra pra ele. Você escolhe um dos...
Desculpa, olá. Fala inglês. I'm a little lost. Perdido? Onde és tu?
Tá no lugar errado, rapá.
No comprende. I need a phone, a telephone.
Bora.
Publico.
A gente não é centro de informação turística, não, gringo.
Well, they weren't gonna help me. And who could blame them? I was a dumb American in a place where dumb Americans were less popular than the clap. If I was gonna find my way out of this mess, I was on my own. It looked like there was a bar up ahead. The irony was not lost on me. I figured sobriety was no use to me dead.
Ah, meu, passa o baseado. Ih, não é tua vez não, passa aí, meu. Aí, tem visto a irmã do Wilson? O que esse cara quer? Aí, tá na camisa, hein? Tu perdeu o cuzão, amigo. Sai de cima de mim, meu. Ô.
Okay.
I hoped this classy-looking establishment would have a phone so I could call Passos. Either that or a gun so I could shoot myself and save these kids the bother. When you're stuck in a foreign country and you don't know the words for reverse charges, and you're in some lonely skin joint in the middle of some poor slum, having just had every last cent robbed from you, and you call yourself a bodyguard, then you know you're a loser.
Hey, Matt. Can I buy you a beer?
The fuck?
Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Look, if you're gonna shoot me, make it quick, I'm a little busy.
If I was going to shoot you, I wouldn't waste a beer.
Wait, come on. I'm trying to dry out a bit, so just a soda, please.
Sure. Why don't you go sit down? Guaraná pra ele, chopp pra mim. Bem gelado.
Nope. Nope. Twitch mag das nicht. Wir können ja zuhören.
Interesting haircut, by the way. Meant to tell you that.
Yeah, well,
Wilson da Silva. Very good to meet you.
nice to meet you, I think.
Although you'll forgive me if I promise never to employ you as my bodyguard. You did a great job watching after Rodrigo Branco.
Fuck you.
You were set up.
Bet your ass I was.
Now, let me ask you something.
Ja, kann ich definitiv nicht zeigen.
Have you ever seen this guy? Serrano.
Yeah, he's a real sweet.
Und
Put his gang out of business. But don't worry, those guys, they're a small fry. This.
da, reden gerade über
Here. Milo Hegel.
Leute.
They work for this vigilante group. Crasha Preto.
Yeah, I know him.
Und hin und wieder schwenken sie rüber zu den Frauen.
Very popular with right-wing politicians, like Victor Branco. Now, you see, many years ago, he helped clear some villages on a bit of land Rodrigo Branco wanted to develop.
Rodrigo Branco?
Yes, he did some very bad things. Anyway, have you ever seen this guy?
Maybe at the stadium.
Mit Schnauze.
I knew you were involved in that business. You know, I wanted to investigate that, but I got an order to blame it on some local street kids instead. Tell me, what happened there?
Nothing. We simply went to hand over some cash to this guy's clowns for a ransom exchange when this guy's clowns jumped us and they shot everybody.
Apart from you and your boy Passos.
That's right. But we had to shoot our way out of there.
Er will sagen, nicht Passos.
They let you go. It's okay, it's a little weird right now. But I know that Victor Branco is involved in all this. I just don't know how or why. And I know that the UFE are involved in all this as well, but I just don't know how or why. And you know what's gonna happen? The moment is gonna come along when I put all these pieces together, and at that moment, someone is gonna come along and put a bullet in my head. Anyway, listen. I think you might want this.
Thank you. I'll need it.
And if it's Fabiana Branco you've come looking for, I think she's up the hill.
Ich
Why
weiß.
don't you just go get her?
I don't know. I'm a cop. I mean, I'll fight corruption. I'll stand up to the rich and dumb, but if I go up that hill right now, I'll be dead in 3 minutes or less. Maybe you too, Max. You're in the jungle now.
So it appears.
If you survive the next hour, let's speak. You helped me. And I'm gonna do what I can to help you. Good luck.
I didn't know what to make of what this guy had just told me. What was true and what was just someone else's convenient bullshit. Then some less than friendly locals came in and found me in the wrong mood to party.
Peraí. Olha quem tá aí.
Kann man endlich aus dem Laden rausgehen?
E aí, gringo? O que você tá fazendo aí?
No comprende. Leave me alone.
Você tem alguma coisa pra mim? Do you got something for me?
For you? Tell you what I got. I got a gun, and if anybody thinks they're gonna take it from me, they'd be dead wrong.
Okay, ich glaube, die ganzen Frauen sind abgehauen. Gibt nie zu viele Titten. Für Twitch schon. Ah. Ja, der komische Typ, der draußen stand vom Club, kam irgendwie gerade her und hat rumgestänkert.
Serrano, the man of the hour. Had De Silva left this there on purpose as some passive-aggressive message to
Dann haben wir ihn erschossen und
apparently too scared to go near any real criminals.
jetzt sind wir hier.
It was a strange power play. This was going to be a safe medical detox.
Ja, besonders heutzutage muss man bei Twitch ein bisschen sehr aufpassen. Okay.
No shooting! Por favor, amigo! No.
Relax, soldier. You're American? Oh, jeez, buddy. Am I glad to see you? Oh, fuck me. I've been coming to this shithole town for the last 5 years. It's like a fucking insane asylum. But it's got the cheapest pussy in the world. Fuck me. I mean, you're in a cat house in the slum, pal, doing who knows what. I'm a businessman, bro. And they were fully legal in this country. I think. And I know how to tip, all right? It ain't my fault, man. It ain't my fault. Don't judge me, all right? Have a nice day.
Jesus, what a fucking creep.
Ja, okay, endlich. Victor.
É o gringo. Ah, não sei. Tô vendo porra nenhuma. A gente desce ou não? Foda-se. Isso aí já era, não vale a pena não. Tá certo. Vamos lá.
The fireworks display was clearly in my honor, making sure everyone knew to roll out the red carpet for their surprise guest. I was walking into another not-so-welcome party. These hoods didn't look like Commando Sombra. Not that I was gonna get picky. This was clearly their turf, and I'd just shot up their favorite skin joint.
Cool. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, da schon. Was ist denn das für eine komische Schrotflinte?
I was getting nowhere fast. The cold turkey was messing with me, like I was looking through another man's eyes. I needed to focus. I could hear a woman screaming. I thought I'd found Fabiana, but instead I'd stumbled across some testosterone fest. A bunch of young punks with guns killing time the only way they knew how. Nova Esperanza wasn't exactly a dinner and movie kind of place. I recognized the hoods who jumped me earlier. I was trying to decide whether to crash this party or turn back, when my natural grace and finesse made the decision for me.
Nice. Fuck. Wo zocke ich? Inwiefern wo? Na. Was? Ja, cool. Plattform. Achso, PC. PC. No. Ich wollte mir gerade Pillen holen. Mann. Was?
Fabiano's market value is falling by the second. I had to get to Serrano before he dumped his stock. These bastards look different. Tougher, more capable. They didn't look like Serrano's boys, but I could tell I was moving up the food chain. I hoped Fabiano wasn't going to be served up come feeding time. I'd have felt worse taking someone's medication if everybody in that place hadn't been trying to kill me. There was no need to announce my arrival in that part of town. I'd drawn more than enough attention already.
Fuck. Reis. Schaue ich mir einmal Reis an. Dann wird man einfach erschossen. Oh, okay. Was ist denn mit den Kack-Lichteffekten los?
Tá faltando uma loira gelada. Você falou que ia buscar, pô. Foi, falei. Sabe, eu fui 3 vezes, aí até agora nada.
Bye, bye, bye.
Soccer had gotten Claudio away from the favela, but it hadn't gotten him far enough. I couldn't imagine his death had done much to boost the CS's approval ratings in that part of town. Giovanna, charity worker and socialite. Work with the poor and play with the rich. You try to live in 2 worlds. Eventually you're gonna get your life ripped apart. They told me the favelas were full of drugs.
Cool. Komme ich jetzt gar nicht mehr zurück? Oh.
Vieste, seu filho da puta.
Hallo, Test.
Passos had told me about this stuff. Oxidado. They called it rust, packed full of healthy ingredients like quicklime and kerosene, cheaper, stronger, and deadlier than crack. Easily marketed to the poor and desperate. All in all, a fine, honorable way to earn a living.
Stimmt. Da gibt's irgendwie so eine komische Droge. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, ob's dieses Oxidado-Ding ist.
I'd seen enough. If these drugs didn't have a doctor's name on them, I wasn't interested.
Aber da gibt's irgendwie so eine komische Droge, die wird aus alten Autokatalysatoren irgendwie rausgekratzt oder so. Und ja, nicht besonders angenehm. Oder gesund, besser gesagt. Aber halt super billig und ja.
I couldn't find any clues in this place, so I decided to do my bit for the drugs trade.
Ey, sieht aus wie ein Penis. Ja. Das Zeug wird aus alten Autokatalysatoren rausgewonnen, gekratzt oder irgendwie so, keine Ahnung. Dann nehmen sie Zigaretten.
That much security, it had to be Serrano's pad. Since I was in the neighborhood, I figured
Drehen die aus, vermischen das Zeug mit dem Tabak und rauchen dann den Tabak. Bombay, genau das war's.
It wasn't like he wasn't expecting me.
Schon wieder fast tot hier. Puta. Ja. Schnupft. Kann auch gut sein. Fuck! Kommt einer mit einem Raketenwerfer.
I had to hope the king was in his castle.
As I approached the spot, I could hear raised voices. Then I saw that Marcello had turned up with a suitcase full of money along with Fabiano's sister, Giovanna. I only understood a little, but things were not going well.
Matt, ich habe gedacht, der wird mit drin stecken.
Quite so many armed goons, but there was no backing out now. I would just have to act harder than I felt.
Put the guns down. Let the girls go. No one needs to die, asshole.
Was war das denn?
Okay.
Here I was again, with all hell breaking loose around me, standing over another dead girl I had been trying to protect.
Ooh.
We'd only been married a short time. By now, she had been dead longer than I knew her. I still hadn't really forgiven myself for the Mona business, but I knew that was just grief. The insanity that comes with losing the life you had built. Michelle, I missed her with every part of my being. I hated the world for not killing me with her, and I hated myself for allowing this to happen to her and our little girl. But I knew I had to leave town.
Excuse me. Max Payne?
Somehow, I didn't think he was about to tell me I'd won the lottery.
Ach Leute, auf einem Friedhof. Okay, ja, dann machen wir dann nächstes Mal wieder weiter. Und wir bleiben am besten weg davon. Ja, Bombe ist... soll nicht so toll sein. Kleiner Beitrag. Naja, machen wir. Können wir das mal kurz angucken.
In an abandoned shack in Congo's capital, Kinshasa, people are mixing a new form of narcotic, derived from a car engine. This is Bombay. It's made by mixing exhaust residue from a car's catalytic converter with pharmaceuticals like diazepam. Experts say it can cause users to stand motionless for hours or sleep for days. Cedric is a gang leader here. It makes them feel good and slows them down, he tells us, so they don't go stealing or causing problems.
Before we knew that Bombay existed, we used to drink very strong whiskey, made by Indians. We were agitated, and we started to hurt people. But with Bombay, it calms you down. You get tired. You stay somewhere standing up or sitting down for a very long time. When you're done, you go home without bothering anyone.
But the authorities are less relaxed. In August, police rounded up and paraded nearly 100 alleged dealers and users of Bombay, which means powerful in the Lingala language. They also displayed buckets full of the honeycomb exhaust filters that are crushed to make Bombay. Mechanics in the Congolese capital blame spiking demand for the drug for a rash of thefts. Tresori Kadogo says 5 to 10 clients come to him every day having had their catalytic converter stolen.
Often when clients come to the shop, we check underneath the car and the catalyzer is gone already. It's been cut off and the car will make a strange sound. Here in Kinshasa, we don't sell catalyzers for vehicles, so we have to order in Europe. It's expensive. This one is lucky, he still has his catalyzer.
Users mix the crushed ceramic honeycomb, which is coated in metals such as platinum, with pills or smoke it with tobacco. But Dandiyela Yolemba, country director for the World Federation Against Drugs, says nothing is known about the long-term effects.
They are substances made to be used in engine, in cars. So we have food, we have things to take for our body. We do not have to take substances from cars, made for cars, and start thinking.
He warned that the metals used in catalytic converters can cause cancer. The fear is, he said, that the consequences for a person's body will become apparent in the coming weeks and months.
Ja. Nicht besonders schön.